Hoy, en nuestros encuentros en el Festival de Granada, nos reunimos con Masaaki Suzuki, organista, clavecinista, director de orquesta y director musical y fundador del Bach Collegium Japan. Good afternoon, Maestro Suzuki.
Good afternoon.
We are now in the church Santos Justo y Pastor because you will be playing the organ tonight, featuring works by Juan Cabanilles, Francisco Correa de Araujo y Pablo Bruna. What links all these works? Why did you decide to choose this program with Spanish composers?
Tonight's program is actually very special for me as well. And this program was completely based on the style of this organ, actually. So this organ is one of the most typical Spanish style. And it is hardly possible to play anything else. So unfortunately, it is not possible to play any Bach here. But on the other hand, most of the Spanish Baroque music works fantastically here. So that's why I'm very happy to choose these programs.
And which are the peculiarities of this organ, Maestro, here in this
actually,
church?
the Spanish organ has a very special way of the stop system, and also everything was divided in two, the higher and lower range. And this system is very special, and so that you can have solo and accompaniment at the same time in one hand. That is a very special way. So any other place in the world, this system can be found. And also from the 17th century to 18th century, this is a kind of golden age in terms of the Spanish organ music. And so I'm very happy to play this time the Correa de Araujo and also Cabanilles and Pablo Bruna especially. These three composers are one of the most, they are three of the most important composers in Spanish Baroque era. And there are some of them are very, very famous pieces, but some of them are not so famous, and also it is very difficult to play this kind of program outside of Spain. So I'm very happy to be here to play these pieces.
Great. And having here Maestro Suzuki, I must ask you something about Bach, because Bach and Suzuki are like a tandem. So when did your interest in Bach start?
Well, I love the organ music since I was, probably the teenagers. And through the organ music, I came into the Bach world. And I encountered actually vocal works much later. But in Bach's case, vocal works like cantatas and mass and so on are so much musically related to the organ music or the other instrumental music. So the Bach's world is actually the one integrated, the wonderful world. And so once you come in, you can never get run out of them.
And why is so important the music of Bach for you?
That's a very difficult question, but probably, firstly, Bach's structure of the polyphonies and also harmony, and everything was so interesting. And at the same time, he put everything, all the elements together in the texts and the music integrated. That is very interesting. So he has composed not just for his own musical taste, instead in order to depict this and that words and also texts musically. So that is very interesting to see how he combined the text with the music. So this kind of, sometimes, so that's why sometimes it sounds so complicated and very difficult to understand what he has done. And, but still, it is amazing thing once you find the solution. And also we have plenty of questions and also puzzles and enigmas. But in most of the case, we can find some kind of answers in his music. That's really fascinating.
And why do you think Bach's music is able to overcome any borders?
Well, that I don't know why Bach.
But you know,
there's
you did it.
Bach used to be, of course, German, and his music must be called German music, of course. But at the same time, his sound and also structure, all the musical structures are so universal, and we, for example, Japanese can also appreciate that very much. And although the German is not easy, of course, for us to understand, but still, this kind of difficulty is always giving us always a very interesting challenges, Just like a Bible, for example, you read everywhere the Bible is read, but none of us is reading in original language, actually. So all the time, that's through the translations. So translation is a very important part of the interpretation. So that's why of course, it is very hard for us to understand Bach's German text, but once you break into that context, trying to understand what he means and what the text means and so on, and then you can find a way how to appreciate that music and text. So that is a really fascinating world.
Great. Many thanks, Maestro, and toi toi toi.
Thank you.
Thank you.